start with you, Johnny Robinson.
Yes.
You're the one who made the call, correct?
Yes, sir.
So tell me what's going on here.
Okay. Well, so I am a contractor for the city, and I was instructed to put up this new sign right over here. As I was trying to do my work, this lady out of nowhere comes and disrupts me from trying to do my job and just starts calling me names and harassing me, all sorts of things.
Okay, and then what?
And then she furiously just walks off. So I called my boss, asked him what I should do about the situation. He instructed me to just keep on going and finish working.
Okay, and continue.
And then she comes back out of nowhere once again, starts verbally attacking me, and then she just grabs my sign as I'm finishing my work, grabs the sign, yanks it out, and just starts going berserk, crazy. Like, I don't know what's wrong with her.
Susan, is this all true?
Hear me out, officer. I saw this man this morning, and I walked up to him, and I asked him what he was doing. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he started cursing at me and berating at me and threatening me, and I was scared.
That's not true, officer.
First, let me complete her statement. So, he was making threats to you. What kind of threats was he making?
He said that he was going to hurt me if I didn't leave.
So why wouldn't you leave if he was making physical threats?
Because I didn't want him to put the sign here. That's why.
I'm not quite sure why you would decide to stay if he was threatening you. Do you agree?
No, I don't agree. Listen, I was very scared. At the same time, I didn't want him to put that ugly sign in front of my house. Officer, you have to believe me.
Susan, I don't believe you at all.
Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards.
It makes
But
zero sense. Do you know it's a criminal offense to lie?
Yes, I do, I guess.
Okay, so if you do, I would suggest you stop with all this nonsense and just admit that this is really all about you not wanting a sign in your front yard. And that he was not harassing you or berating you, and you need to let him finish his job. Do I have this correct, this assessment?
Okay, yes.
All right, that's what I thought. And Johnny, do you have any work permit for the job you're doing here today?
Yes, absolutely. I got it right here in my back pocket, sir.
Okay. Okay, this work order seems to be in place. Susan, I'm looking at the work list, and everything's in order. I'm going to let you go with a warning today, but you need to promise me you will stop harassing this man and let him finish the job. And if you have a problem with the sign in your front yard, you take it up with the city. Am I clear?
Yes, officer.
So get out of here so he can finish his job.
Okay, yes, officer. Oh my goodness, I can't move.
Oh, jeez.
I'm stuck in this.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God, I can't move.
I think she's stuck from the concrete.
Oh no, the concrete's hardening. Please help me.
Okay, just hang on tight. Let me think.
Oh gosh.
I have a jackhammer back at the warehouse. Let me run and go grab it and see if I could drill you up out of here. It may take some time though. It might take an hour or so. All right?
Okay, I'll wait here with her.
Just hang tight.
Okay. Well, I guess you could say you're stuck up.
Sergeant Green, come in.
Dispatch is Sergeant Green.
Sergeant, we have a burglary in progress on Peach Ave and 3rd.
Okay, I'm on it. But
You can't leave me here alone.
I got an urgent police matter. Don't worry, Johnny will be back in 45 minutes to rescue you. Have a good day.
No, you can't leave me here all alone. I'm scared.
We'll be almost here in time. Go ahead. Yeah. Oh, just don't go too far.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Daniel Jones and the Baltimore Ravens versus Jimmy Garoppolo and the Houston Texans.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing, Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the option right, it's Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Touchdown! Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
the ground. It's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Jacobs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the...
Their desirability increases. Thus, their optionality of women is always expanding. And the exact opposite is true for black women. As we age.
They'll send the tight end in motion. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Strong effort by Cameron Thomas to get there and stop him before he could even get to the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Jones throw there, complete to Mooney. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend. And that's caught inside the 30. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Darnell Mooney, 61 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie. First down, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Short throw caught by Dulcich. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Jaguars who are out in front. DJ Chark, a touchdown reception. From there, it's off to the land to check on the Browns at home in the dog pound.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. There he goes, right side. And he has a big gain inside the 4. Before being dropped. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. On the option right, it's Jones. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Texans scoop it. He's on his way. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Now Jones on first down. Gets this one to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 2nd down and 4. Now Jones wants to change it up. Jones now to throw on 2nd down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First down from Dulcich, and the only reason more people aren't talking about his rookie season was because he was injured a good chunk of it. Showed in a couple of big games he can be a big-time playmaker at tight end.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they send a man in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a one-score game. Operating from the gun, Jones. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have taken a fourth-quarter lead. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit.
Now Jones. Caught by Dulcich. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Here's Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. To throw is Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here we go. This is 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Jones. Able to connect with Jacobs. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Second and 6 coming up. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip, try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Texans, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths. This is your development trait. Superstar and superstar.
that Ann approached Wilana to join the relationship. I think this is based off of what Wilana told her family,